So he is now going to testify about what he saw on the day of the crime. You know what? I'm going to read the testimony. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran, without a doubt, shouldn't that be, was the defendant sitting right over there, but whatever. Okay, so there's a blackout in the building at the time of. Of the blackout for us. So apparently cordless phones don't necessarily work correctly when there's a blackout. I can't remember if that's true or not, but I feel like it is. My cross-examination. Dun, 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 dun. We have no clue what to do. We have to expose the lies in the testimony the witness just gave us. He was lying? It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. Find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then once you've found the contradiction evidence, present it! And rub it in the witness's face. So what? Rub the statue in the witness's face? So we can press to get more information. So that's what we're going to do. Isn't a man leaving an apartment a common sight? You would take notice of him. Yeah, don't know. He just seems strange to me. That's all. Mad and frightened. Just like a criminal fleeing the scene of a crime. He thought that Larry looked suspicious. So, I should have gone over controls. So, the controls, when you're cross-examining, you have left and right, you have press and present. Present brings you to court record, and you can look at whatever you want, and then present it. It's really annoying. You have to present the right thing on the right statement, or it doesn't work, and then, yeah, and then we have 5 exclamation marks in the top right corner of the top screen. So, those exclamation marks, whenever we present something that's wrong, or whenever we're asked a question or whatever and we answer wrong, we can lose one of those. If we lose all 5, we lose and we have to restart from the last checkpoint. So I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open. Half open, you say. Yes, the door was halfway open. Watched for a moment. No one came to close the door. It's odd in a big city. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. I'll give you the idea to do that. Door was half open, you see. Isn't it only human to want to peek? Okay, so it seems we've just found something. I guess Prosecutor Payne has cut the witness off midpoint, meaning that they're hiding something. It's our job to figure out what that is, though. Saw her lying there, woman not moving, dead. You sure she was dead? Well, no. I guess I wasn't moving at all, and there was blood everywhere. Fatality. Sahwit wins. So you didn't touch anything in the apartment. Yes, I mean, no, nothing. Okay, what happened next? So, okay, I've just figured out what it was, but we'll wait. We'll pretend. You thought to call the police? Does that mean you didn't actually call them? Please listen to the rest of the testimony. You thought to call the police. What happened next? However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. Phone in her apartment wasn't working? Yes, I mean, no. No, it wasn't. You said you didn't go into the apartment. Oh, that I can explain that. There was a cordless phone on a shelf in the entranceway. Shouldn't tried to use that phone. Wasn't working correct. What happened next? Nearby park, public phone. Why use a public phone? Well, you see, I don't have a cell phone. And being the middle of the afternoon, there was no answer at the nearby apartments. Alright, what time did you call again? Remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. 1 p.m.? Are you certain of this? Yes, absolutely. He seems really confident. So, Mia's just called us out on that. If we look at the autopsy report, time of death, 7:31. So, January, February, March, April, May, June, July 31st, 4 to 5 p.m. Then how could he have called at 1? Objection! He found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Time of death was sometime after 4 p.m. There was nobody to or no body to find. Oh my god. Nobody, no body. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Oh, that. Oh, this is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. No. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Why were you so certain you found the... gee, that's a really good question. It's fun to read his lines. Lies always... I'm going to search that up after this recording. Beget more lies. Actually, you know what? Let's see now. See through one, and their whole story falls apart. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? Time of the discovery. You see here, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a videotaped program. Okay, we already found the contradiction here. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. There was a blackout, so it was impossible. See, a voice tape thing. Okay, here we go. Beget. Especially of a man. Bring a child into... Okay, I don't think... Begets... Oh, cause. Bring about. Okay, so we have the first definition, especially of a man, bring a child into existence by the process of reproduction. I don't think it's that. 2, cause, bring about. Probably that. Well, that settles that then. May cross-examine the witness. Right. You know what to do. I've got this one. So, we're not going to waste any time this time. We know what we're doing. Time of discovery. Heard the time. Voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Present. Wham! Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. Huh? You couldn't have heard a television or a video. Ah! Gah. I will irk. The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sahwit? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Ah! Wait, I remember now. Prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. Conscience are harming your credibility. That, and you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It, must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well. Let's hear your testimony once more. Hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Was there? You tell me. Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. What? Okay. He's just contradicted himself again. There was no clock. There was only a statue. The murder weapon was a statue. Hear the time. I saw it. There's a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. Damn. Actually, we only saw that in the clip. We don't know. So, no, not present. Let's, go through the motions. Very suspicious mistake. Yes, I can see how you just remembered that little table clock. There's a table clock, wasn't there? Table clock. Was there a clock at the scene? This is the first I've heard of it. The murder weapon. Uses weapon. Something's fishy here. So, let's see now. Let's press again. Just the murder weapon. Yes, the table clock. That was used as a weapon. Okay. How would he know it was the murder weapon? We can't ask him that, though. Okay. This is submitted as... Oh, I think this was... We were told was the murder weapon already, so... We'll just go with it. Yeah. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was the statue. Dun, dun, dun. You with your objections and your evidence. Just who do you think you are? Holy crap, he looks really odd. Just answer the question. I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne? It's a clock? Okay, so he admitted it as he said it was a statue, even though it's actually a clock. Table clock, after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears the... Yes! Yes, of course. How did he know it was the murder weapon? Because he went into the apartment. Inside the apartment on